Hey guys, it's Christoph from TapTech, and today we have a special video for you. We're here on the Samsung booth and we want to make a camera comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge as well as the new HTC One M9 with its 200 megapixel camera and the Apple iPhone 6, which has a very good camera, which we know already from some comparisons before. We have here different stations where we can see if the cameras are good, where are the advantages as well as the disadvantages of the cameras from the smartphones. So first of all, we have here the low light shot. This is a box. Inside the box there's a motorcycle and as well as a bank, and we can see here how well the colors are doing, how good the sensor is overall, so how much light the sensor gets to make a good image, and we're trying all settings or all images to capture with the autofocus. And the next station is also very interesting because this one is showing you how well the stabilization works in videos as well as the focus when you're making pictures. So there is a motor inside this box here, and you can see here the phones are swinging, and the left phone already has not an optical image stabilization, and you can see it's just more turning, and we will see how well those are doing in the comparison. And then last but not least, what is very important when you capture images is that you can focus very fast, and you also mostly have just moving object. That means it would be optimal to have focus tracking. So this is here, this station with the skateboarder, and with the background we have some houses. So we will see also how well the new fast tracking autofocus works from Samsung and how well the other smartphones are working here, like the iPhone 6 as well as the HTC One M9 with its new 20 megapixel camera. So let's just check out how well the image quality is on those smartphones. So we want to start now with the low light shot. It's very important that the sensor gets as much light as it can get. So we have also different sensors here on the different smartphones. So on the HTC One M9 we got a 20 megapixel sensor with an aperture of f2.2. In comparison to the older ultra pixel camera, the pixels are smaller, so this was a kind of a plus point on the older HTC One series, but they changed the sensor overall. Then in comparison, the Samsung Galaxy S6 got a new sensor. It's coming with an optical image stabilization 16 megapixel and a very good aperture of f1.9, which is great for low light performance, so that more light can go into the sensor directly, and so it should be just much better in low light situations. And then in comparison, the iPhone 6 has an aperture of f2.2, 8 megapixels, but as everybody knows, megapixels are not everything, so we are quite interested to see how the results will be. So first of all, we want to start here with the image of the iPhone 6, and what we can see here is the motorcycle on the bottom here, as well as on the bank, and the lights here. So the colors are looking quite good, and also here the focus worked quite well, although there was no light inside the box or just a bit of light, and in overall it just looked very good, and we really like the result here. Then in comparison also, when we go to the Samsung Galaxy 6 image, here same result, very good result. We got here the motorcycle, as you can see here, great color, focus worked well, also here the bank and the light on the background, and also distorting here on the background is not as much as in comparison to the HTC One M9 image which we have here. So you can see here the motorcycle just looks a bit more like red, and in overall the image is darker in comparison to the other ones. And here also the bank, you can't see the light really hard here, and there is more distortion here on the image of the HTC One M9. So clear winner here is the Samsung Galaxy S6 as well as the iPhone 6. So both cameras did very well, while the camera of the HTC One M9 didn't do as good as the other ones. But here we have to say this is not the final software, and HTC as well as Samsung could improve the software with a software update till the smartphone is out on the market, and then we will do another smartphone or camera comparison of those devices. But so far these are the results. The next test is coming with the balloons here. What you can see here is that the cameras need a fast focus as well as a good stabilization. So Let's take first again the image of the iPhone 6. And this is the best image of all the devices here. Color saturation is just very good. The contrast is good. White levels are good. And in overall, the image is just very, very good looking. Also, we had a good light situation here. But the iPhone 6 just made the best out of it. And not much worse is the Samsung Galaxy S6, which we have here. Colors are also looking good. Images are sharp. And everything just looks also good. It is just a bit worse in comparison to the iPhone 6, but it is very good too. And then here, the image of the HTC One M9 just looks a bit dull. The overall sharpness of the image, it's just not as sharp in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy S6, and also here colors, white levels. There could be a better image or better result on the HTC One M9, and I think it would be awesome if the HTC One M9 would have an optical image stabilization to just make better shots. And when we compare the videos, what we can see here is that the Samsung Galaxy S6 just does the best job. So the optical image stabilization just works very well. It helps the camera to get a very good result with the colors and everything here. Also in comparison to the iPhone 6, which doesn't do as well, because the iPhone 6, not the iPhone 6 Plus, does have not an optical image stabilization. So probably the iPhone 6 Plus would do a bit better in comparison. And then last but not least, also here the HTC One M9 doesn't do a good job here in comparison to the other ones. Just the overall look of the video doesn't look as good in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy S6. So here's the clear winner, the Samsung Galaxy S6. But what you have to think of is that the Android smartphones like the HTC One M9 and the Samsung Galaxy S6 can record videos in 4K, which is a plus point in comparison to the iPhone 6. And what you have to think of too is that, for example, the Samsung Galaxy S6 can capture videos, full HD videos with 60 frames per second, which could be even a better result here on those videos in comparison to the HTC One M9 as well as the iPhone 6. And again, here also 4K video recording. So Samsung Galaxy S6 is the best, then iPhone 6, and then HTC One M9. And then here the last situation where you need a very fast focus to just track or just focus the skateboarder in this situation. And here we can see that the Samsung Galaxy S6 has a very fast focus. It also comes with this focus tracking technology, so you have to just get the object and focus on the object, and automatically the Samsung Galaxy S6 tries to focus all the time to the skateboarder, and this gives you a lot of nice shots here. So you can see also the light is good, colors are looking good, and it's just sharp, so it looks very good here. Then again, here the iPhone 6 did also quite good, has a very good focus, and overall the colors, they're a bit colder here, which I prefer here in this situation. Just looks a bit more natural in comparison to the Samsung Galaxy S6. And again, last place is here the HTC M9. So here you have the problem that the focus isn't as fast than on the Samsung Galaxy S6 as well as on the iPhone 6. And it also have a problem with the exposure, which really comes out when you look at the video. What you can see here on the video on the HTC One M9 is that the smartphone tries to focus on the object, so on the skateboard in this situation, and then it just changes the exposure, and you get a very changing exposure overall. It doesn't look as good as here in comparison to the iPhone 6 and the Samsung Galaxy S6. So this just turns out that the Samsung Galaxy S6 and also the iPhone 6 has a very good camera, so I'm really happy to see that finally an Android smartphone can deliver near camera quality in comparison to the iPhone 6, which just had a great camera. And sadly, the HTC One M9 doesn't deliver the camera quality which we would love to see on the latest flagship device of HTC. Would love to see here probably the same quality as the Samsung Galaxy S6, but hopefully HTC will change that with an upcoming software update, or just when the device will be available in the market. Then we will do another camera comparison, but now we will have a short look on the software. So the HTC One M9 has a very clean software UI on the camera, so you can change here, for example, to the selfie mode, as well as to the camera panorama or whatever mode. You can also change the settings here for the white balance and everything just on the screen, which is fine. You can also swipe through the camera from right to left and then change, for example, to the selfie mode, which is quite fine here. So that's cool here from the HTC UI. Then also from the Samsung Galaxy S6, we like the new camera UI. It just looks clean and you just have everything what you need, the most important options on the screen. So just change them, or just change the different modes, or also you can change also the different settings for the camera resolution or the video resolution and other things. And then last but not least is the camera application from the iPhone 6, which is just coming in a very clean look. So you don't have not many modes. You can just change, for example, to video, but you get also cool modes like slow motion, where you can just capture 720p videos with 240 frames per second, and that's really great. So for that, it's quite cool that also iPhone has integrated that too. And otherwise, you can change easily the HDR setting and also other settings, which you probably need. But as a pro, where you want to change a lot of things, you will probably be better with the HTC One M9 or also the Samsung Galaxy S6. So this was our camera comparison. Finally, I say thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we are having very interesting comparisons between the HTC One M9 and the Samsung Galaxy S6 online, as well as other videos from MWC 2014. I say thank you for watching and see you next time.